Now you
Go ahead.
okay, now you can talk.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in again. My name is Ask Indigo Brown. You're watching me on the SBN network. We're embracing our black and blue moments on this episode. Today, we have updates on the Dylan Roundtree case. Today, we're speaking with Raisky Roundtree as he updates us on further information going into the pursuit of looking and receiving access, information, or anything that can assist Mr. Roundtree on finding his son, Dylan. Hello, Dylan. Hello, Mr. Roundtree. How are you today? We have been having many talks about your son, Dylan. Now is your time to pretty much update us on what's going on.
Well, basically the same thing. It's so. I go to court tomorrow to see if they're gonna be charged with harboring a runaway. So, hey, I hope so. But they still trying to say I don't have custody of my son, but I got all the paperwork. From 2021, December 27th, when his mama was in the hospital, I got that done with a judge. So I go to court tomorrow at 3150 West Flournoy Street, at 9:30, and I'm finna find out what's going on. But I don't understand how the judges at the Davis Center are not helping me. I don't know. They trafficking the kids with the guardian ad litem. I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen my son once again since September 9th, 2024. Nothing.
For those that are watching on a recap, although this is a new episode and we're kind of just updating on what's going on with this case. For those that are new watching and will be watching later, for those that are concerned on wanting to know what exactly this episode is, this is us updating you guys that have been keeping up with us in the pursuit of trying to find Dylan Roundtree. This is his father, Raisky Roundtree. We are asking for the community. We are asking for those in TV and radio. We are asking for politicians and those that have access to what we are needing right now to assist Mr. Roundtree in locating his son. We are asking for all of those that may, we know that social media and we know that, those that are interested in these type of cases would do anything to help and assist when something is wrong. There is a missing child. No one's assisting. The government's not helping. Our city officials are kind of lacking in these areas. We need the community's help right now. We need all those that are parents that are fighting for rights. We need those that are, concerned about children and child safety to kind of reach out, step up, assist in this situation. We're kind of running out of options at this point, and we really need some assistance and help to help Mr. Roundtree be able to locate his son Dylan. So for those that are tuning in, what is this about? It's just a recap, update information about this case. We are looking for assistance and help and those that can assist in this situation. So, so there's no confusion on what's going on right now. It's just a recap, update information on the ongoing case with Dylan Roundtree and trying to receive him and bring him home. Mr. Roundtree, for those that may be just popping in on recap, what exactly has been going on? Can you kind of give a little information to what has been going on up until this point?
Well, basically, it's not really too much help what's going on. My son got slammed to the ground while in the custody of Renisha Vale. Her or the guardian ad litem has not told the courts that he was very seriously hurt. The police got sent to Renisha Vale house 11 times. She has not answered the door for the well-being checks. It's just a whole lot of stuff. We out here now at O'Keefe School, making sure the kids get out safely on 69th and Merle. And we all try to make sure the kids are safe. And I can't make sure my kids safe because I don't have them. And the judges are not helping me. Judge RC at 1602 at the Daily Center is not doing anything. I gave him evidence that they've been charged for harboring a runaway. And evidence that my child has been hurt while in the custody of Renishaville, and he is doing nothing. Judge Baptiste at 2807, room 2807 in the Daily Center. I told y'all what I was going to do this week. I'm naming the judges. Judge Weber at CL04/CL06. She's not doing anything, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting no help. I have the birth certificate with my name on it. The DCFS report came back unfounded for a third time on me, 2022, 2023, and 2025. I ain't did nothing to my son. He got mad. He ran away because I told him don't put no cards, don't put no video games on the card. But he talked to Renisha Ville while he was at school. He snuck on the phone. He came home. Then 45 minutes later, he ran away. So she knew he was going to run away. So this really should be kidnapping. I'm trying to get help because I'm trying to see if my son is either dead or alive. I don't know nothing. I haven't seen him. I seen the picture of him April 8th, 2025, a picture. And he had a boot on his leg. Indigo, Mike can show you a picture of him. You know, if not now, maybe later. But yeah, somebody slammed him to the ground, and he has a fractured ankle, a 4th-degree fractured ankle, while in the custody, once again, of Renisha Ville. So the guardian ad litem, Ashante Matlock Henderson, has been charged with harboring a runaway, and Renisha Ville. But we're going to see how that go tomorrow at court. I hope it go well because I need to get my son back. He's missing his brothers and sisters' birthdays, his grandfather. He doesn't have any brothers and sisters on his mother's side. I am the only living parent.
Right.
So if they saying I'm good to go as far as DCFS, why these people still have my son? I'm not signing custody over to no one. If I do it, it's going to be his brothers and sisters. But why should I have to do that when I haven't done anything and DCFS investigated me? They told the courts I haven't done anything. The guardian ad litem keeps saying SAS did a placement. I talked to SAS, and I have proof that I gave the courts that SAS did not do no placement. But my son is still over this phony godmother that doesn't have any paperwork saying she's the godmother. And I don't know what's going on. She is a registered nurse, so probably does she know that if he goes to the hospital, she'll know I'm finding out. So she might talk to somebody and be like, look, I'm a registered nurse. Please don't report this. That can happen. So I don't know if my son got hurt or anything from now on, from back then, from April 8th, when the last time I seen him. So Indigo, I'm just trying to get help to find out what's going on, to see if you can see him at 9118 South Urban Avenue. That's URBAN. That's right down the street from the 95th Street Red Line. I'm just trying to get my son back and keep him out of this stuff because it's really about some money. Because that's how it really all started with the auntie trying to get custody of him at first. Right. They were trying to get the little money that the sister get from her being deceased. The auntie asked me about can she get his social security number several years ago, but it was around tax time, so I'm not no dummy. So I thought about it. I'm like, you want his social security number for what? She was like, to get him a savings account. I was like, did your sister give you the social security number the first time? She said no. So I said no. So it been on since there, all because I'm not giving up my son's social security number, which I don't have to. It's none of their business. They've been bullying me, coming up to school when they're not supposed to, lying on me, all type of stuff. Like I said, I got a DCFS unfounded case in 2022 because of them. I got one in 2023 because of them, and now I got one from 24 to 25, basically because the judge made them do a investigation on me this time.
Right.
So hey, it came back unfounded. I'm not gonna do nothing to my son. If I do something, it's gonna be on punishment. I'm gonna take your video game, and you're not gonna be able to watch TV.
Right.
That's it. Back then, when I was little, it wasn't like that with me. My mama get the switch, my father get the switch, or the cord, the extension cord.
The old school ways.
The old school way. I don't do that. I do it the new school way. I'm gonna hurt you the right way. I'm gonna take your video game and your phone away from you,
Right.
and right, and let you look crazy in the room. That's it. That's all. I ain't put my hands on them. None of that. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they telling my son. They could be telling my son that I don't want to be bothered with him no more. Nothing. If you see my son, please just call me. Or, like I said, you can take my son to the police station. I'm not going to press charges against you. The lady that has him does not have rights over me. So if you happen to just take him to the police station. Call me. Do something. I need to find out where my son is. Because, like I said, I don't really know if he's dead or alive. That's
Right.
my son.
What
I
what
love my
what
son.
are what are all the things that you have done up until this point? The judges are constantly sending you to do things, the court's constantly sending you to do things. Just to kind of give an idea to the audience or the people that will be watching this, um, they're gonna want to know, like, well, what's the steps that you've taken? What have you done? What have you done? And you've done a lot. So what have you actually done?
I've been putting in several motions that the judges have been ignoring. So basically, they haven't denied none of the motions. It's like they keep passing the motion to the next court date, to the next court date, and to the next court date. They told me that these judges that I have are not my real judge. So if I've seen a judge 4 or 5 times, how is Judge Weber not my real judge? The judge that made the order in the first place got took off the case. So basically, really, that order should be vacated. And now that they've been charged with harboring a runaway, my son should be released. I put in Hebrew corpuses. I put in a whole bunch of more releases, all that. They are ignoring my motions. They playing me like I'm some kind of, I don't know, like I'm kind of alien from Mars or something. I have all the paperwork to prove that I have custody of my son. Like I said, the mother died in 2021 of December. I got custody of him the next month because the auntie didn't want to give him up. But I went up to the school with the paperwork, and the school gave him to me. And from there on, we've been having problems out of the in-laws. The in-laws are friends with the phony godmother named Renisha Ville, and everybody is like they playing games with me. I don't understand. I've been filing all type of paperwork. Like I say, it don't get denied. It just get pushed back and keep getting pushed back and keep getting pushed back. So basically, to me, these judges are helping with what they call it, trafficking my son. They might be doing it with other people. So if y'all kids is being done the same way, contact Indigo. She can help with some things.
So right now we're going to be sharing a bunch of feeds. There's tons of information about this case, from court orders to imaging to missing flyers to possible residence to where this child can be located. I mean, I know this is not the best way to go about doing things with adding, this special information on social media in the public, but right now we're leading in times of desperate measures. We are asking for the community to assist us in this situation. The community comes together for so many other cases, from missing people to abductions to missing children, to advocacy over so many different areas. Right now, we need community advocacy. We need the community to come together and not look at a father who's fighting for a child. We're looking for assistance for a missing child, and a child that needs to be located and brought home. Children tend to lash out. They get angry when they can't have their way. They get frustrated when they're not allowed to do their own thing. We do live in time where children feel very entitled, and so they tend to just get frustrated and want to take things into their own hands by running away and thinking that's going to solve the problem. But sometimes running away and running to the wrong people is the wrong option,
Mhm.
because then once you're in this environment, there's no getting out of that environment unless someone comes to save you. And if you run to the wrong people, and these people are connected to things that could be very dangerous, by the way, then you're putting yourself in a predicament that's a little harder to get out of. So for anyone who is watching, there is tons of flyers being shared in Facebook. There's tons of videos being shared as well, to what to look for, who to look for, who's involved, and how to contact Mr. Roundtree. We are asking for all the community, everyone involved, anyone who is a parent advocating for other parents, any father who is a father looking for father's rights, anyone that's court officials that think that they can help, TV, radio. If you think that you have a spot where you can feature Mr. Roundtree so that he can get his message across to locating his son, Dylan Roundtree. And for Dylan Roundtree, if you have the advantage of being able to look at social media and come across this episode. Your father is in desperate search for you coming home. So, Mr. Roundtree, you have court tomorrow. Again, what is your initiative on what you're trying to do come tomorrow?
I'm trying to get my son back. I hope they be in charge, officially charged with harboring runaway. Because, like I said, when he ran away, no one contacted me to let them know they had him. They didn't contact the Chicago Police Department. Renishaville then called the guardian ad litem and took him to the guardian ad litem office in Evanston. We do not live in Evanston. We live in Chicago, Illinois. So she didn't have the right to take my son to no one but the Chicago Police Department or me.
Right.
And then the guardian ad litem talked to my son. I already know what they did that coerced him to say some things. Then they took him to the Evanston Evander Hospital. And he got evaluated. The SAS talked to him. They found out wasn't nothing wrong with him. I even sent the judges proof about that.
Right.
And they refused to give me my son. And I showed them the birth certificate. I showed them everything. So I'm trying to understand. If everybody says he good and SAS did not do no placement, why does they keep letting this phony guardian ad litem that's not a real guardian ad litem, which I showed them proof she's not on the guardian ad litem list, let them just tell them anything she want to tell them without no proof. I have proof of everything. But they, like I said, they're playing me like I'm from Mars.
Can you explain what a guardian ad litem is?
A guardian ad litem is like a lawyer for the kids. The judges appoint that person for the kids, for to see if they well-being, for the good of their well-being. They placed her in 2022 with Dylan. We was cool. I was going over there, but then she started lying about stuff and doing this and that. She made up some kind of phony order with the judge talking about I want to see my kid. I want Dylan to go over there every 2 weeks and holidays and all this stuff. And that wasn't true. So I got that throughout. And in 2023, she was also dismissed off the case. Some other judge put her back on the case. I don't know why, but I'm having problems with her. She's mad about that. And this get back that she's doing. I've been calling her names because she keep lying to these judges about all this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna call your name. I ain't threatening you, so as long as I don't threaten you, we don't got nothing to worry about.
You had showed me a list of all the people that were supposed to be assisting in these cases. She was not on that list.
She's not on that list. That's why she got dismissed off the case.
I was able to see this list, and I can definitely tell you I did not see her name on that list. So, that's a red flag right there when you claim to be something, especially official, and you're not on a list you're supposed to be on. So there's something funny about that. The fact that we're taking a child out of the state that the parent lives in,
the city,
or the city, that's abduction. So now we're looking at a runaway with a potential kidnapping, child abduction. This is a big case, and for the courthouse not to be looking at it in this way, if there's a court order that has been approved stating that you're harboring a runaway, then bring the child back to where the child is supposed to be, because now you're facing criminal charges. If you do not want to do that, then what are you hiding? Because at this point, no child has showed up, no proof of officials on legal lists. So you're not really advocating for anybody, and you're basic. This is a runaway that's now being abducted. He's abducted and is now looking like a kidnapping situation. Until the father can physically see the child and know that the child is physically okay, words he said, she said can kind of go out the window right now, because there's no physical evidence that this child is okay. There's no pictures, there's no videos. There's the least they can do if they don't want to bring the child around for whatever the reason is, video. video. You can't call the father on video and say, hey, talk to your dad, whatever the situation is. They don't even want to do that. So
Right,
something's wrong. That's a
right.
red flag.
And there's no court order to saying that I can't do that. So what are you hiding? And you could be telling my son anything. He don't know. You could be telling him that his father don't want him no more because he ran away. No, that is not true, Dylan. I'm not mad at you. You did it. We're going to talk. I'm going to get you back because I'm not signing my rights over to no one. So they want to play these games. We're going to do it. We can do it another way. I can get a bunch of advocates. I can get a bunch of protesters and come up to these to the Daily Center. If they want to play games, I will call Martin, the crime chaser, and his crew. I can call William Calloway. I can call Jamal Green. I can call Tyrone Muhammad. Do y'all really want to play these games with us? Because y'all doing bogus and criminal activity for no apparent reason. I will have the Daily Center looking stupid all over the CNN news. If you keep playing games with me, this is not a threat. This is a promise. I don't threaten nobody with nothing. You're playing games. You're trafficking my kid with someone that's not even kin to him.
Right.
I ain't did nothing to my son, so why does this person still has my son? You people want to keep playing games? I'll name first and last names. I'll put y'all address out. Yeah, it's easy to get everybody address. I'll put y'all address out. I'm not playing no games, man. My son is missing. I haven't seen my son. I don't know if he's dead or alive. The last picture I seen of my son was April 8th. Somebody saying that they seen my son. I don't, the guardian ad litem, I don't believe nothing she said because she was lying when I did have my son in my custody before he ran away. She was telling the judges all type of lies. And I have proof of everything. Y'all think I'm crazy if you want to. I got proof of everything. So we're going to find out what's going to happen tomorrow. They can continue the case, but they need to continue the case by releasing my son. They need to do something because I got proof of everything. Like I said, December 27th, 2021, the judge granted me custody of my son. I couldn't get him back to January, I think January 12th, because the auntie, Latoya, I forgot, I don't know. I forgot her last name, but she know who I'm talking about. The one lived right around the corner from Simeon. Didn't want to release my son when we came over her house one day with the police. She told the police, she told my son to run to the back along with her kids, and the police did not kick the door in, which they were supposed to, because I had a court order to get my son, and I had to get my son from the Disney school with paperwork. And she was charged with child abduction, but they threw the case out because they say they called me and I didn't answer the phone. I was like, well, you should have left a voicemail. I don't hear everything. So they threw the case out. But the auntie Latoya Lofton was charged with, I still have their paperwork if anybody want to see it. She was charged with child abduction, but they threw the case out. So it's a lot been going on. These in-laws are problems. So what? I don't care. I'm going to fight for my son. Like I said, he don't have no brothers and sisters on his mother's side. All his brothers and sisters on my side. And they old enough to take custody of him if they want to do that. But no one or me has not done nothing to Dylan, but tell Dylan, do not put these video games on the credit card. Ask me. That money on that credit card is for food and clothes. Once again, he went to school. He came back home. 45 minutes later, he ran away and went with Ranisha Ville. I have phone records that he called her. Everything. She knew he was going to run away before I did. When I did the missing report, we called the grandmother. We called the auntie. They did not answer the phone. We called Ranisha Ville. She didn't answer the phone. But the grandmother and the auntie called the police station back. Guess who didn't call the police station back? Ranisha Ville. Maybe she knew that was a police number. I don't know. I'll be knowing sometimes because it's 312 and it started with a 744. Most, police numbers, they call you back. So maybe she knew. I don't know. Like I said, but I got phone records saying that basically my son contacted her and she should be charged with kidnapping. But
At
no,
the
because
end of the day, you know, whether he was angry or not, because of him not getting his way and running off to another adult, they should have automatically called you, even if he ran to them.
right,
They still need your okay. They still need your consent that he can even stay there or be there. The fact
right,
that no one is calling you, the guardian, to say, "Hey, your son's here and I have him. What do you want me to do in this matter?" is so not okay. It's a violation of rights all the way around.
yes, she was mad at me because I videoed her and I called her out on Zoom several times during court, and told the judge she's lying about a lot of stuff. So she getting back, and I videoed her. I don't know if I sent you the video or not, but I have a video
You
of her
did. I saw it. I saw
of
it.
my son walking out the basically he already walked out, and she chased him, basically chased him down walking fast. And my son, you can tell my son was about to cry because he did not want to be in her office anymore when
Right.
I had him. So
Right.
how you gonna make a kid be in your office that been in your office several times before if you're gonna keep asking him the same questions? Basically, you're trying to make him say something that he don't want to say. If he don't want to
Right.
go to his grandmother's house or his auntie house, you cannot keep asking him that for him to try to change his mind. And that's
Right.
what she was doing.
If you push the child enough to cave, then they're gonna want to just say whatever they need to say to be left alone. That's kind of how that goes. Coaching, is a big thing. Forcing is a big thing. Um, uh, there's another word for it, and my brain is going blank right now for it. But there's another word for when you um make someone believe this is real. Like, when we are forcing someone constantly, this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. Over time, the brain will start to think that it's the truth, even though it's not, because you've already been attacked to believe that it's real. So he could be in a situation also where he's beginning to start over questioning himself, thinking, well, is it true, or is this real, or could this be the real information? Like, we don't know. Kids are so easy to manipulate. It's ridiculous. And it's just a sad situation right now because he's not home. You have a father who's actually fighting. I don't know many fathers um that are in these type of predicaments. But what I do know is a lot of fathers who want to be in their child's lives, and you have the system and the parents from the other side that kind of intervene with the connections of father with child. For the amount of fathers that fight for rights, give them their rights. Like, you're constantly giving the rights to the mother. You're constantly listening to the mother and advocating for the mother and providing for the mother and giving the mothers everything. Mothers have everything. But when you have fathers that want to be a father and want to be in the father's life, we have so many toe stepping, or you're having to constantly walk on eggshells to do what the court system is over and beyond expecting you to do. They push so many rules, regulations, and things for you to do. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and the crazy part is she's not even the mother. She's not no cousin, no nothing. She's a godmother that doesn't even have paperwork saying she the godmother. It's just he say, she say. I'm not saying she the godmother. I keep saying she not the godmother when I go to court. It's the guardian ad litem that's being on her side, and I guess whoever else that's telling the godmother. I have say so over that. If I say she's not the godmother, she's not the godmother. Return my son back. I don't know if I got to keep talking to these Fed people. Somebody got to do something. Oh, and I have one more thing that I didn't do in part one. I have a doctor's note because I have sciatica with Dylan's name on there saying that he should be at my house because I have sciatica and Dylan helps me around the house. I have sent a couple of judges that. Guess what? They don't deny it. They just move it on and look at it. I don't even know if they even really look at it. I
Right.
have sent the judges that paper. My son should be returned back to me. If I have to take this to a stream level, believe me, I will. My
Last
record
thing
is
we need is,
clear.
is
My
for you to
record is
get in
clear.
trouble.
My record is clear. If I got to take this to a stream level, I will. I want you people houses. I want you people cars because you're doing me wrong for no reason. And
Right.
I hope your kids, if that's the case, I'm gonna go through the string. I hope your kids get took because y'all playing games with me for nothing.
Let's not go there, Mr. Roundtree. But I
Well,
understand where you're coming from.
yeah, they bogus with me. They
Yes,
bogus with me. Yeah, yeah, you right, but still, they need to know how I feel because I ain't did nothing. I can see if the report saying I beat them up, even though I didn't. The report not even saying none of that.
right.
Unfounded means that all the stuff that was said against me was found out untrue
Untrue.
for a third time.
Right.
So why do these people have my son?
Right.
I
Right.
didn't beat him up, and it ain't saying that I beat him up. So what's going on? Why do I need to go through this stuff? And it's crazy. I'm having it's crazy with the sleep. It's crazy with everything. I can't even find out nothing.
Right.
Nothing. The court order does not say I can't see him or none of that. Talk to him on the phone or none of that. So it's crazy. Yeah.
So you haven't seen him. You haven't talked to him. You haven't had any kind of communication with him since April of this year, right?
No, since September 9th of
September of last year.
2024, since he
Right.
ran away. The only thing I seen was a school picture of him this year, 2025, April 8th. I
That's
seen the
exactly
school picture of him, and he had a boot on his leg. So other than that, I haven't seen him. A school picture is not really to me. It's not seeing him,
right. Yeah. Yeah,
and
exactly.
and from that school picture, I haven't seen him none after that. That one little school picture, that was it.
Right.
I haven't seen no more school pictures. I haven't seen nothing. I don't know if he's still in that school that he's supposed to be in. That I put him in. I put him in 3 different schools because we had a problem in one school. Then we moved. Then I had to put him in a school that was close by my house, and I'm having all these problems. I don't know what's going on. Like Indigo said, the people have been charged with harboring and runaway. That means they supposed to release my son back into my custody because they never should have took my son last year anyway. They've been charged. If I go to court tomorrow and they try to drop it, I'm going to appeal it. But I have the proof of everything. I have proof of everything. So we're going to see who's going to write up some false paperwork. I really would like to see that. I want to see this false paperwork because then basically you saying that this judge gave me false paperwork or that DCFS gave me false paperwork. And it's one more thing. I hope ARDC helped me. Y'all have not been helping me in the past with stuff with this guardian ad litem. I'm not going to say y'all names because I don't really have no problem with y'all because, you know, I hope y'all help me with this situation. I hope the Judicial Inquiry Board help me with this situation at 555 West Monroe. I'm not going to say y'all names because y'all cool, but it's stuff going on with these judges. I don't know. Allegedly, I think the guardian ad litem is paying these judges not to hear my motions. Hey, I don't know. Like I'm gonna say allegedly. I don't know. But if I'm sending you all these motions and I'm sending you these motions to different judges, how are you ignoring my motions? You're not even denying my motions. You just sending them to the next one, court date, to the next court date, to the next court date. That's fishy to me.
Yep.
That's real fishy to me. Then you're gonna tell me, or where was that, August 8th, that this is not an emergency? Judge RC, you gonna tell me that this is not an emergency when I just showed you that my son has a boot on his leg, and these people have been charged with harboring a runaway, and I gave you a motion to release my son. You telling me this is not an emergency? Huh?
Right.
Wow. Remember Indigo? You was there.
Yes, I was there. I was there. She came in. She said that Dylan was fine. She just heard from him. Just saw him.
Yeah, the
Um,
guardian ad litem said that.
right, exactly. But why
I,
hasn't the father heard or seen anything? That's the problem right there.
right.
And then, you gave statements on all the information that you had gave to the court on your behalf as proof of all the things that you filed and all the evidence that you have to assist you on this case. Judge first stated that he didn't know what he was talking about. He didn't find it, but then out of nowhere he said, "Oh, well, I see it now." Well, that means they put it in late. After they been had the information, they put it in late. Then so that didn't give the judge enough time to look at the paperwork realistically, to really say whatever he wanted to say in your case. And then after knowing that there's a warrant arrest out there for harboring a runaway, just ignored that. There's no rush. There's no rush. We have warrants out for arrest, but nothing's important. We'll worry about it till next month. If you're a judge and you're there to enforce these orders, to enforce the damn order, why are you not enforcing the order? Then we have all these children who are missing here in Chicago, but nobody wants to do their job to look for the kids. When you have orders, you enforce the orders. When someone's getting ready to go and get arrested because they're harboring a child that was a runaway, you're not doing your job to make sure that they get arrested and the child is placed back with the father. See, things like these frustrate me because at the end of the day, we come to you city officials for freaking help and you say, we can't help you. Then why are you in office? If
The senator,
going to be useless.
I reached out to the senator. I'm not getting no help. I reached out to the 34th Street Ward, which I haven't talked to him, but I talked to his assistant. Several weeks. I am not getting any help. This happened in your area. Conway, 34th Street Ward, Alderman. This happened in your area, and I have sent your people several messages. I really can't tell you the truth if they giving you these messages or not, but they know I should be getting help. This happened in your area in the 34th Street Ward in the South Loop, and nobody's doing nothing. I want kidnapping charges on these people. The harboring runaway is cool just if they do their job tomorrow, but I need felony charges. They did all this without my permission and without Chicago police permission on their own. They do not have authority over me or especially the Chicago Police Department to do this. So how they gonna take somebody to Evanston? That's 45 minutes away. Don't none of us stay in Evanston. Even Renisha Bill don't stay in Evanston.
That's kidnapping. They got no permission. That's kidnapping. I mean, however anybody wants to see it, that's kidnapping. You're taking a child that is not your child out of the location that the parent guardian lives without permission. That is kidnapping.
Yeah.
You've reached out to aldermen. I have seen those emails. They send you back email that says, we can't help you right now.
Right.
It's not funny. I just, I laugh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it is funny because they are a joke. They are a joke. It's funny because that alderman people, his assistant is a joke. Because I haven't officially talked to the alderman, but I talked to plenty of his assistants. The people that's helping him are a joke. Yeah, they are. So you can laugh. You laughing about them. So they are a joke. And like I said, I don't know what I got to do. They want me to act crazy. I don't understand.
You have also reached out to the missing child hotline. Can you kind of tell me what happened with that?
Oh yeah, this lady, I forgot her name right now, so I'm gonna write her name down if we have a part 3. She says she's waiting on the police to call her back, for her to put the missing report in, so I can get me some poster boards and post them up everywhere. So she says she's not gonna do it until she talks to the police. Now she's been calling the police about maybe a week and a half straight from what she told me, and I've been calling them, leaving voice message, and I haven't been getting no return call back. Why do you have to wait for the police when I gave you the actual the number, the RM number, whatever it's called, the case number for harboring a runaway? Right. So we're gonna do our own missing report since you all don't want to do it. Social media, everywhere. We're gonna do Renisha House. We're gonna even do, because I think I know where Ashante Matlock lives, we're gonna even go and post the boards up around her house in Evanston. I'm gonna get down there. It ain't hard. If I gotta get on the L train like I used to when I was bringing Dylan there, I'll do that. I'm gonna post it around her job everywhere they at. The grandmother house, the auntie house, the other auntie house. Somebody's gonna catch him. I hope if you see my son, like I said, don't even call me. Just take him to the police station.
That's the way you can go about doing it. Avoid any confusion. Just take them to the police station. Let them call dad from there, and problem solved at that point. You've done so many things. You've gone to court, you've put in motions, you filed for different kinds of supports, you've tried to get people to do their jobs in the court system, you've reached out to the news stations, you've sent emails, you've reached out to the aldermen, you've reached out to city and government officials, you've reached out to the court, you've reached out to the missing people's hotline, you've reached out to the police.
Nobody don't want to do nothing until it's their turn.
Put your hands in the air, and it's kind of like at this point, all I got is me and God, because there's no help. There's no help. There's you guys on social media. There's you guys in the audience that'll be watching this later. There's you individuals that live in Chicago, for Chicagoland area, for the state of Illinois. You have families. You have children. If you're a father fighting for rights, if you're a mother fighting for rights, please listen to Mr. Roundtree. He is desperate, and he's asking for everyone's help and support in finding Dylan Roundtree. There's tons of information on my profile to help and assist you with locating where he might be. There's tons of information on my profile on what everyone looks like. There is information on my profile about the court case, how to contact Mr. Roundtree, how to recognize Dylan. There's a short video that's also explaining little details about this case. There's so much information right now that is being spread on every group you can think of throughout social media and all social media platforms. Even Google is beginning to pick this up. So we are asking the community. It's a desperate plea to the community, to fathers, mothers, advocates, those fighting for rights. Help Mr. Raisky Roundtree find Dylan Roundtree. This is a desperate case, and we need all hands on deck.
The court case is up under Herman Roundtree because I changed my name the right way through the judge to get my name changed to Raisky. So it's up under Herman. So basically, it's Herman until this case is over with, but it's been changed through the judge as Raisky. And one more thing, I have updated information that someone gave me that doesn't even know me, that knows somebody else. So far as addresses, they know how to do this stuff. I really don't know how to do this stuff. So the updated information of these people addresses, Renishaville, yep, they got a lot of your people's addresses. We're not going to do anything to you. He's just going to post them. He can post them. I don't even know the guy. So if he posts them, I don't got nothing to do with it. But we're going to find out where those addresses at, because he's going to post them on social media, because I just need to get my son back. So if he posts them, I don't have nothing to do with it. You can get mad at me if you want. He helped. Right. He helped do it. I don't even know this guy. He's just a friend of somebody I know that I don't even know him. So the addresses will be updated. I'm not going to even give out a hint of where these addresses are, but from what I was showed, these are legit addresses where you might be hiding my son and yourself. But, hopefully you'll come to court tomorrow. If you don't, then that's too bad. That's on you. But, hey, I need help, you all. I'm just trying to get my son back. I don't want no problems with nobody. I stay peaceful. I'm trying to stay peaceful anyway, but they doing a lot of stuff. They doing a lot of stuff. I am a tourist, and hey, the only thing I'm going to do, if I do something, is get loud. If I was to get loud with a person, as far as my son, getting loud is really not doing nothing, raising my voice. I do that. I'm a tourist, but other than not, I'm not going to touch them. I haven't touched them. So, like I said, kids get mad. When I was a kid, I was getting mad doing stuff. When I do stuff that I'm supposed to do, and I get put on punches. But like I said, it was the old school way. I'm getting hit with a switch.
Right. There's a difference between getting your butt whooped because you did something you were not supposed to do. I mean, anybody that watches this is going to understand. Look for those that don't believe in, correcting your child, congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. But for us that were raised, I remember getting raised and getting my butt whooped, honey. I remember it, and it put me forward. There's a difference between getting a whooping and for correction and getting abused. Okay, we're not talking about abuse. We're not
Yeah.
talking about
Well,
violence. We're not even talking about putting your hands on anyone. We're literally just talking about correcting bad behavior by taking away things they want and enjoy, like video games, game systems,
right.
computers, and phones.
You see this small tree branch? It was cut, and I was hit with one of these, and it didn't. I didn't like it. But guess what? I did something else again. It wasn't nothing too bad, and I got hit again with one. Got hit again with one.
It's
And
called old school.
them St. Louis builts, them thick old builts, got hit with them. Them extension cords. Woo, extension cords. Woo. Man, a few times I got towed up with them and still acted crazy, but it wasn't nothing. It was just some, not
Yeah.
doing what I was supposed to do. And hey, I felt it. My mother is deceased. She died in 2006 of cancer, and that's what his mother died of in 2021 December. She died of cancer, and I knew she was gonna die because the stepfather was cool with me, and he told me what was going on. The grandmother and the aunties I was talking to, then they didn't even tell me where the funeral was.
Wow.
To see my the mother of my son in her casket. So
Right.
we knew there was a problem there. From then, I didn't know when the funeral was. I didn't know nothing. He probably was supposed to tell me, but that's his wife. So
Right.
he was in emotional, problem. Why couldn't his auntie tell me? Why couldn't grandmother tell me? Why somebody else could have told me besides, you know, the stepfather? He having a breakdown. Of course,
Right.
that's his wife.
Right.
So like I said, it's crazy because the judge asked the guardian ad litem in 2022 told the judge I did not come to the funeral. Yeah, I did not come to the funeral because I was not told where the funeral was. That's why I can't come. I'm not a psychic.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole bunch of stuff going on with these in-laws and the people that is not kin to them, which is Ranisheville, that's on the side with that. Man, I just need help. I just want to get my son back. Like I say, nothing's gonna happen to him. I'm not even gonna put him in punishment if I get him back. We gonna
Right.
be peaceful and we're gonna make sure these people leave us alone. And I'm gonna try to protect him to make sure he's not coerced into saying anything else.
So you're,
That's it.
you're
That's
so
all.
so you just want to be able to raise your son, raise him right, show him some discipline, not abuse,
Like I raised
and
my other kids. Yeah.
right,
I,
and do the right
yeah.
thing. You're trying to be the proper father. If people just get out the way and stop stepping on your toes and let you do your job,
Yeah. And
and
stop telling lies on me.
right, and not keep you, from your child. It states that you're not really trying to keep your son away from his extended family, but permission has to be set in place.
Yeah, you have to
Rules
do it
have to
my
be
way.
set in place,
I need it
right?
to be done my way, not your way. You're not finna bully me and tell me when you want to see my son every week or every 2 weeks. No, you're gonna ask me. Sometimes when she was doing it, which is the grandmother, even the uncle, I would say yes, and sometimes I would say no. Like this, I'm gonna give you an example. They used to call me on a Wednesday. Can we pick them up on a Friday? I say yes a couple of times, and I say no a couple of times. So they got mad, and they started this court procedure stuff and talked to the guardian ad litem, and they knew I was into it with the guardian ad litem at first. And when the guardian ad litem send you a order saying about the visitation, the guardian ad litem also supposed to send it to me. She never sent it to me. I go to court, then I get a court paper saying from the guardian ad litem that my son got to be going over some people over the grandmother house every 2 weeks and holidays and all that stuff. I'm like, I didn't agree to that. And I told the lady that. I sent the lady the email October something 2022, and that's when I got a lawyer, and she got dismissed off the case in 2023, and some
They
other
they
judge
could have
brought her back.
they could have filed for grandparents' rights, because grandparents get rights, and family members from the other side do get rights. They have to go to court to get those rights, but they're also supposed to assist you in those rights.
Right, they filed
Because
for parent
it's a
rights.
different. Oh, no, 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 no.
No, they filed for parent rights, and one of the judges told her, you cannot get parents' rights. This is the only parent, which was me, he was talking
Right,
about.
right.
And he was like, "You trying to get parents right? You can't get parents right. You can't get this man's son every 2 weeks and holidays and all this stuff." And they was looking crazy on Zoom. And like I say, it's just I don't know what's going on. What's the problem? I need to get rid of this guardian ad litem because they got rid of her before. They dismissed her off the case before. She's the main person.
Right.
It's her. Ranisha Ville is second. I need to, man, it's too much going on. Leave my son alone. You're not going to get this money that his mother left him. Yes, it's a money thing too. Yep. If I ain't say that earlier, I'm saying it now. They're trying to get the money every month. It's some chump change, but the people, to them, it might be a lot more.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I know many cases where children are involved with financial income, and other parties decide they want to step in there and take responsibility for a child, and then realize there's no finances that come with that child, and then it's a problem. So because there's all the red tape you got to get through in order to receive those funds, and
Right.
that's where the problems come in. It's sad to say that you having to deal with all these situations, especially with other people intervening and not just letting you just be the dad.
Don't
We
bully me.
definitely want to keep up with your case. We definitely want to know like what's going to be going on moving forward. Any way that we can assist to push the content and get people to have eyes on this to assist you moving forward. You know, I at this point we're asking for all help at this point because we're kind of running out of options when they say to go here, there, and the other to get legal things done, and then it's not done. That doesn't really leave many options. So tomorrow you have court. Tomorrow we'll find
Yep.
out a little bit more about what's going to be going on moving forward. All I can say is my prayers are for you, man. This is not okay.
No, it's not okay, man. Leave me alone. Stop trying to bully me. They got one. They got one this time. When he ran away, y'all lucky. He ran away. Y'all got them because y'all didn't have no chance other than that.
And
I was doing good. He ran away. This case was going on before he ran away for 3 years just because of visitation. It was going on 3 years already just because of visitation. How? The judge already told you cannot get parent visitation, but they kept on pushing. They kept on pushing it. Kept on coming up to the school when they not supposed to. Kept calling me, sending the police to my house when I lived in Hyde Park. And the police even told me, I'm not going to say his name because he's a good guy. The police saying, man, these people are harassing you, man.
yeah,
You need to make a report of this. I done came over here more than what he say? I done came over here more than 4 times.
it's sad to say that you keep trying to do things legal, and for those that are watching, those that will be watching later, a lot of times we go unheard. We depend on the government. We depend on this, officials to kind of do their job, and they lack in those areas. It's kind of leaving us hopeless with no other options, but to kind of do the messy work ourselves. And that doesn't help anyone. For many people that may be in legal battles or legal struggles, some things you do need to know. If you have your child in your custody, once your child leaves your custody, it is very hard to get that child back in your custody for a lot of reasons. Police will not intervene. They will not intervene. The child, you have to figure out how to get the child out of the residence that the child is in order to get that child back into your custody. I know firsthand. I had my own court cases and situations where I was fighting custody battles between myself and my son's father, and police wouldn't help me do anything because the child was with the father. I had to take it to court. And once I took it to court, it was a fight with the court to even get the child back in my care because they don't push the court orders.
Yeah, and they don't care because it's not their child.
They really don't.
They
And
don't
it's sad
care.
to say that.
They want you to do something crazy. Hey, it's almost been a year. It'll be a year next month that I ain't seen my son. They want us to do something crazy. Okay, how about I do this kind of crazy? How about I send the feds your first and last name of you judges that's doing everything bogus? If I'm sending you motions and evidence, and you're just passing it on and not even denying it, you're not obeying the law. How about I just send these your first and last name to these federal people? I bet you act right then. When them Fed people come talk to you to find out why Mr. Roundtree's been sending you all this paperwork, and you just playing him like he's from not from another Earth, from a different Earth, or from Mars or something. How about that? How about I just send, the feds after you? I hope that it helps. I have no problem with doing it. Channel 7 not helping. Nate Fox not helping. He said he was going to help. There's a lot of people that said he was going to help but didn't help. But hey, I'm going to still fight for my son. And when I see my son, I will be taking him away with no problem. I'm not going to touch that lady, but if she touch me, I have the right to defend myself. So if somebody else see my son, which is one of his brothers, which I already told him, if you see your brother, take him away. If somebody touch you, you got the right to defend yourself. So I hope nobody don't touch me or none of my friends or none of his brothers or sisters. If you do that, then that's on you. I feel sorry if you do it. If you try to hurt one of them for taking their brother away or my son away, which I'm giving them the okay to do that, because Renishaville, once again, we don't got that long left. We got 4 minutes left or 3 minutes left. Renishaville is not no kin to him at all. She's a godmother by he say, she say. That's it. That's all. I need help. I hope, like I say, I hope ARDC help me. I hope the judge and the judicial board help me. I need help so these people can leave us alone when I get my son back. Nothing's going to happen to my son once I get him back. I'm going to protect him like I've been protecting him when his mother was alive. And I was seeing my son every week and every 2 weeks when his mother was alive. We didn't have no problems. But one time, once we got through that, once she got married, it was cool from then, and it was cool before she got married. But after that, I can see him when I wanted to see him. We didn't have no problem. She never told no one to keep my son away from me. So why are people keeping my son away from me now? One more thing real quick. Yes, Asante McLeod Henderson. I seen that paperwork of them lies that you said that you told the judges that I wasn't taking care of my son when the mother was alive and that the mother was doing it by herself. I have that paperwork, but I also have pictures of me and my son when he was little. So if I wasn't taking care of my son when the mother was alive, why would she let me see my son and take my son and keep my son every week and every 2 weeks sometimes? See, that's more lies that you've been telling people. Yes, I have that paperwork. Guess who I got it from? I'm not going to tell you. It's none of your business. Thank you very much.
So we're getting ready to exit out of this episode. Thank you, everyone who was watching and will be watching on the replay. Before we leave, how old is your son, Dylan? What is his full name? And what do you need from your community?
Dylan John Cooper, which his name been changed to Dylan John Roundtree. I hope he all right. I just want my son back so we can for us to be left alone. By the way, we Chickasaw Indian, so I don't know if that'll help. It might seem like we're a little bit African American, but we are Chickasaw Indian, just like the rest of my kids. Just because I'm light skinned, that don't mean I'm not Chickasaw Indian. I am. And when I put my son in school, that's what I put him up under. I put him under Chickasaw Indian. So if the Indians can help, somebody can help or something, I appreciate it. I am mixed with Cherokee also because my mother and her father is that. So it's Chickasaw and Cherokee Indian and basically African American also. I'm just light skinned. Hey, somebody help me, please. I need help. I just want to get my son back and live my life peaceful like I did with my other kids. Thank you very much.
So you heard it here. You heard it first. You heard it from Roundtree himself. He is in desperate need for looking for his son, Dylan Roundtree. Everyone who is looking at this video or will be watching the recap later. Listen to the information, spread the word, spread all the content we have so far. You can find all that information on my direct Facebook. I can direct DM those that are interested in wanting to participate in spreading the word to help us assist in finding Dylan Roundtree.
I just
That's
want
it.
justice.
That's
My
it for
bad.
now.
Yep, I
That's
just
it
want
for
justice.
now.
That's all. Just want justice. Thank you very much. I'll get my son back. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roundtree. We will stay up to date on what's going on with this case. If anything, we'll be reaching out again towards the end of the week, letting you know what's going on further with this case. Until next time, I'm Ask Indigo Brown. You are embracing your black and blue moments on the Small Business Network Podcast TV, and we will keep you updated till further notice. Have a good one, guys, and see you guys again soon.